The following podcast is a veteran-run entertainment avenue. The stories and lessons you'll hear within this entertainment medium are recollections from actual veterans. Correspondingly, the humor held within is crass, rude, inappropriate, and not suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Thanks for blowing out my eardrums before we even get started.
That's not the only thing I'll blow out. Blow out that back, boy. Peel that muffin cap back blue. I'll make you repent for shit you didn't even do. I'll make you think in hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics.
Yeah, buddy. I'll make you reminisce with dead gods long since forgotten.
Ancient Greek mythology. Bitches fear me.
Last guy that... What was it? Last guy that tried me got made into an example. Are we live right now?
Yeah, we are.
Oh,
Hit record. You're welcome.
All right. Good morning, gang. Welcome back to Emotional Support Vets, the podcast where we talk about veterans, active duty service boys, and would-be service members. I am your singular host, Jamie. Caleb is dead. I shot him, and today we're going to bring him back using Goth Girl magic and Monster Energy. We're going to bring him back, and he's going to tell us which religion is right.
One of these days, we've got to have an episode about Uncle Rufus?
Uncle Rufus.
The one who made alcohol from toothpaste or something like that.
Is
The
that
shit that you keep repeating in your fucking sleep.
Is that the booty bandit?
No,
I like you,
No.
and I want you.
no, I don't think I've heard the Booty Bandit yet.
Is it the booty warrior?
No, it was the one where you had like an uncle who who kept making moonshine from like mouthwash or something like that. You kept repeating it for like a week.
Oh, the time old Uncle Rando and I made alcoholic toothpaste.
That one.
The dumb idea.
Alcoholic toothpaste. That's the one.
Roll
Yeah.
Tide. That's a dumb idea.
Yeah, that's the one.
He kept eating it, drinking it, using it to brush his teeth. He got cirrhosis in 20 minutes.
Yep, that's him. That's him. Uncle Rando.
Yeah, old Uncle Rando.
Old Uncle
Roll
freaking
Tide to the
Rando.
day he dies.
Bro Tide. Let me know you're ready.
Am I ready?
Are you ready?
That's right. This is my episode. I am directing it.
I was about to say, this is yours.
Yeah, take
This
off your
is
clothes.
Your wrong type of episode.
All right. Remember, everyone, when you go throughout your trials and tribulations this month, embrace traditional masculinity standards. If you're hurting, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling weak, do alcohol and tell no one about it.
You say traditional masculinity standards?
Yes. Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
I don't know.
That's what my dad told me to do
Uh,
before he died.
Too early. It's
Too
too early.
early?
It's too early. We're
Okay.
not there yet, man.
All right. Speaking of masculinity, I wanted to get your opinion, your take on the red pill ideology movement.
Okay.
Are you at all familiar with that?
I did a little bit of research when you brought it in.
Are you doing a Google search right now?
No, I'm looking at the thingy.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I looked into it when you told me about it, just like a little bit, but then I started realizing that this is something that you're doing, and I know how unhinged you are, so I kind of wanted to be surprised.
so I'm about to explain it badly, but the red pill masculinity ideology thing. Think like Andrew Tate.
Oh, is this like the alpha male
Yes.
mentality type
Yeah,
shit, like the Sigma
Yes, the sigma male, the alpha male, like
Sigma balls?
it's a man's job to protect, while it's the woman's job to be less than the man.
Yeah, less than yeah.
Like cook, clean, all that traditional housewife stuff. That's kind of the realm of it, and it's called like the red pill ideology because it's supposed to be like the higher level of thinking, when in reality it's rooted in like incredibly sexist tradition.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's like when I first started seeing like the Sigma male bullshit, I'm like, no one in their right mind that I know personally who are just amazing men would ever fall under this category.
You know what I think is funny about the whole alpha male thing? Is that the concept of an alpha came from a study with wolves, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was disproven.
Oh, yeah,
Alpha wolves aren't a thing. Like the guy who originally did that study went back after pop culture got their hooks in it, and he was like, wait a minute, no, that's just a parent.
Mm-hmm.
You could fact check me on this. Like I want to say that's true. I'm not like obviously 110%.
No, I mean I've heard from multiple places that it's been disproven. I mean we'll have to go back and double check and make sure we've crossed our T's, like all of our P's and Q's. But at the same time, it's like just the whole mentality of it is like, one, if that was true, you're not a wolf. There's that.
Yes.
And then two, humans may run in like pack standards, but not to the equivalent of wolves. The only times humans ever run in like pack standards are during like high stress and high volume stress situations, like survival situations. And even at that point, we'd rather eat each other alive before we even work together.
That shit's just so wild to me because it's like it was disproven, and like the fact that it was disproven is kind of like a metaphor for the entire like cornerstone you're standing on.
Oh, absolutely.
Like it's not even there. Like
it's just one of those things. Now, granted, I have seen some people who have talked on the subject and they don't take it as far, but then there are those that are just absolutely brainwashed, like dudes who are just like just treating people like shit because it's their God-given right, because they're us. It makes it worse when it's a self-identified Sigma male. Self-identified.
I still don't know what a Sigma male is, but
that
if you're
is
an alpha
like,
male and you have to call yourself that.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. If you have to openly project yourself as, I am this ultimate male in the category of male, I am the peak performance of masculinity today, and you're just like, you still live with your parents. Like, no.
Bro, you're a failed Twitch streamer. No, you're not.
But also, there's also like the whole fact that it's just when you look at the very brainwashy, toxic portion of that type of thinking, when you look at the requirements or the observed requirements of what it means to be a Sigma male, half these motherfuckers aren't even hitting the bare minimum.
They're not even hitting their own requirements.
Yeah, it's like, because if you're following Andrew Tate says you have to have money, you've got to be in shape, you've got to be in good mental stability, you've got to be a king, pretty much. And I'm looking at these dudes as like, I hope y'all know, like, you're still eating oatmeal like the rest of us fucking peasants. Just because you go to the gym for like 4 hours, 5 days a week, does not mean that you're anywhere near this level, if that's how you're playing this.
Or that should be a level that you strive to.
Yeah. It's like, just be you, dude.
You know what's really just funny to me? Is the whole like, you're the woman, you do the cooking, the cleaning, you give me sex when I want it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in return, I provide protection. You know what that weirdly sounds like?
Hmm.
Gang extortion. You know what I'm talking about? When gangs are like, they go by to
man.
like local shops and they're like, hey, where's our protection money?
Like the local mob.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, I didn't ask for your protection. It's like, I
Exactly.
don't care. Like, you're getting it anyway.
Mhm.
When really it's money for me not to destroy your shop. It's extortion money,
Pretty much.
is what it is.
Yeah, it's toxic.
And half the dudes that are like, that is my role as the man, is to provide protection. They're 105 pounds that have never had combat training a day in their life.
No, or have never even seen a piece, like a speck of violence in their entire existence.
So what happens when you get your ass kicked? What are you bringing to your alpha male relationship then?
Yep. Because I hate to break it to you, like, you're not Superman. You're not going to win everything. At some point in your life, you may be even if you're like a well-trained fighter or something, like, a ticket is out there for everybody. You're going to lose at some point.
Yeah.
So what happens with your whole entire standing when you fucking lose?
Your whole system comes
Yeah.
crumbling down.
Immediate.
Like, the most dangerous fighters in the world,
Mm-hmm.
like the most vicious motherfuckers you can think of.
Yeah.
What do they? What should I do when I get in the fight? What do they always say?
Run. Like,
Right.
if like the first thing anyone tells you that, like, you should either de-escalate, and if you can't de-escalate, you get the fuck out.
Get out of there.
You only fight if you have to.
Yeah. Well, obviously, the red pill is metaphorical,
Mhm.
but part of me believes that it is a real pill that these dumb motherfuckers are taking that's
Yeah.
making them stupid.
Yeah.
I think that if the red pill were a physical pill, it'd be the opposite of Adderall.
Mhm.
Like an ocean that's miles wide, but not even an inch deep, where just thoughts happen and they just grasp at them. And
Mhm.
these dudes are like, fuck, dude, that shit's fucking genius. Let's
Well,
get me
that's-
in front of a camera.
Dudes who are good men who have seen real shit and just want to give their advice to help people be better for themselves, pretty much. They're not out here trying to influence your mind on what the next fucking supplement to fucking take or how to increase your money. They're pretty much giving you like the bare bones on how to figure out problems for your fucking selves and just giving you resources and stuff like that.
Right.
But I like
Instead of telling you have to drive this car, you
Exactly.
have to treat women this way, you have
Exactly.
to get this Rolex.
men who have done the absolute most craziest fucking things and will come here and still act like and just be humble about it. You know what I mean?
It's paradoxical, man. It's like in my weapons company,
Mhm.
the nicest, kindest Marines I've ever met
Are the most dangerous
were
motherfuckers.
scout snipers.
Hmm.
They so well spoken, so nice, so kind, so courteous, and they are fucking killers.
When you got dudes who are out there who brag about wanting like just all this shit, like all these things that they have, and they're not happy. I will never believe that they're truly happy.
Neither are influencers.
Oh no. No.
It's mostly fake.
Well, the other thing too is crazy. It's crazy because like when you look at influencers today, a lot of them are actually moving away from being influencers because they don't want to do it anymore. It's so mentally draining to be a Twitch star or to be pretty much this persona that
Broadcasting yourself 24/7.
Yeah, but a lot of them have been coming out and be like, yeah, I'm stepping away because I just can't keep the act up. You know, I acted this way and I became this character so that I could get you guys to watch me. But now I'm so drained, I just want to be me. But if I just be me, you guys are gonna fucking like riot. Not all of them, but like you know what the internet's like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that there's like an exodus of like popular content creators
Yeah.
that are like, you think that could be why some of this super out of touch content is coming up,
Mm-hmm.
like red pill ideology?
I honestly think that there is a big.
I haven't studied the correlation or anything like that. I'm just wondering your thoughts.
Well, I wouldn't really call it like an exodus, but I've been noticing that there's a lot of people that I grew up watching because I don't like watching television because television is just fucking boring. I watch shit that influences me and makes me happy, you know. And I've been seeing a lot of these, like, let's say YouTubers and Twitch dudes, you know. I'm seeing a lot of men and women step down from doing this as a career because they just don't want to do it anymore. It's so fucking draining.
Right.
You know, like they can't keep up the act, and it's actually and a lot of them have come out and said it's, you know, it's affected my mental health and my family health, you know, because you got to think some of these people have kids, and when you become an influencer, you have to be in front of the camera all the fucking time to keep it up. So I've been seeing a lot of these top like people stepping down, and I think it is making a headway into a new era of what influencers think they should be, you know, like the
rage baity stuff.
Man, the amount of rage bait stuff that I've been seeing is ridiculous. Why would you willingly want to go out and poke the fucking bear and then think it's funny and put it on camera?
Well, I mean, look what that one YouTuber did. I forget her name. Her name's not important, but she made like an entire video like called "Dear Fat People."
I haven't seen that.
Or like it's old, but like it was just being disparaging to fat people, and it was like, well, that kind of proves that, you know, bad publicity is still publicity.
Yeah, I mean,
it kind of makes you wonder, like,
and don't get
how
me
much
wrong.
of this is actual like rage baiting,
yeah,
and how much of it is okay. It's calculated. Like, bad attention is still attention, so I'm still gonna go out and get it.
Oh no, there's a lot of that. There is a lot of that. The whole bad attention is good attention. I don't know what it is about a lot of like young influencers today, but they feel like that if they can come out with content where it's just literally just being the most annoying little pieces of shit on the fucking planet, that they think that people will give them views. And the very unfortunate part is that people do give them views because people are bored. But that also feeds into the mentality that I think that, back to the original question, because we went on a tangent.
Yeah, we do that sometimes.
We do that sometimes. But it all feeds into a simple, like, back into the thought that I don't think it's a physical thing that people are taking that is the red pill, but it's
that question was meant more of like a joke.
No, I understand, but I'm just saying it feeds into a good segment. I think that social media is the red pill of our day. Moving on.
I enjoyed that discussion.
Yeah, it's a good discussion.
It's very insightful. We are going to move on to our military slang of the day.
Before we do, also, like, I want anyone who listens to this understanding that we are not saying that this is the standard or it should be the standard. We could be wrong. We could be right. We don't care. We're just voicing our feelings.
Telling you what's worked for us.
What's worked for us and how we feel about certain things. You don't have to like it. So please don't feel like you have to respond in any kind of harsh way. We're just expressing our First Amendment and just voicing shit. You can skip this. There's a fast forward button.
I mean, First Amendment protects you from the government.
True.
Not hands.
Yeah, true. But we're also not doing this to insult anyone.
Yeah, correct.
We're just voicing our feelings.
The absolute most either of us would really want out of this is a good conversation.
Yeah, good, clear conversation.
But speaking of good, clear conversation and bad ideologies, the military slang of the day is POG.
Hey, yeah, here we go.
Spelled P-O-G, position other than grunt.
To tell you the truth, I'm surprised that this one's coming so late.
You know, I was thinking the same thing. Like, honestly.
This one is so late into the whole podcast.
So, those of you that are veterans and active duty, you're going to be very, very familiar with this. For those of you thinking about joining the service, POG stands for position other than grunt. Now, in most military branches, I'm pretty sure all of them, maybe not, there's infantry and there's supporting MOSs or MOSs that are not infantry. In the Marines, if your MOS starts with a 03, you're probably infantry. Mm-hmm. And for example, I was an 0621. I was a field radio operator. I was attached to grunts. I would be considered a POG, or I am a POG. And there is this hilarious disconnect between pogues and grunts, where grunts think that pogues have cush jobs and like they don't work as hard as them, sorry, and pogues think that all grunts are stupid and like they don't know their ass from their elbow and that they can't be trusted. Now, it has been my experience that the pogues and grunts that poke fun and play at each other about that kind of thing are often the most like successful platoon. I can't talk. The most successful platoons when it comes to interoperability between the MOSs.
Mm-hmm.
Because my platoon, it was a bunch of mortarmen and forward observers, and I was a radio operator, and we had me and we had Doc, and we fucking loved each other. Like we were fucking boys. And of course, you always have onesies and twosies on either side that take it way too far.
Yeah, there's always that one dude.
You have that one dude, that one pogue that is like, I cannot stand grunts. I won't even look at them as I pass them. And you have it on the other side too, where like there are grunts that are like, I will not, like, I won't go to parade rest for a pogue.
Mm.
Take it from me. If you see either of those people that are on either side of those spectrums, make fun of them. They deserve it. Real, like, from my experience, the best frickin' Marines, like, they don't read into whatever the hell that is.
Mm-hmm.
For grunts, it's a point of pride that they don't work a desk job. And from what I've seen, it's just the people with the MOS. They don't even train that hard to take that point of pride to the max.
Mm-hmm.
And on the opposite end, it's pogues who have never. In my second unit, I worked with a guy who was like a year out of boot camp, already a corporal, like had never worked with grunts. And he was like, "Oh man, I just can't stand them." And it's like, you've never worked with them.
Yeah,
You're in a pogue battalion. You don't even deploy here. How do you know you don't like grunts?
Exactly.
Grunts are fucking hilarious.
Anyone, I feel like any group of people who are in the shit together, honestly, will bring you the best fucking comedy.
Yeah, we got into some stupid shit. And you know what's really funny? I being a radio operator and being in a grunt platoon, if a grunt calls another grunt a pogue, it's like, it's like, oh man, fuck you, dude. Like, whatever. But me being a pogue, if I called one of them a pogue, everyone around was like, oh shit,
it's on.
You gonna let him talk to you like that? And I'm like, fuck yeah, you are. What are you gonna do, bro? Like, damn, bro, you got the pogue calling you a pogue. That's some next level shit.
But
Better
that's
fix
the thing.
yourself.
But that's the thing, though, is like you got to be in the shit with them, I guess. I mean, I don't know how it works because, unfortunately, you're friends from the Air Force.
Yeah, fucking pogue.
But the funny thing is, too, is like every branch has their version of pogue. You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm an aircraft mechanic. You've heard what I do as a fucking job.
You're right.
It ain't fun. Sometimes we have fun doing it, but it's not a fun fucking job. It's honestly sometimes grueling and just downright shitty. But, you know, dealing with someone who comes in who's never touched an aircraft or gotten their hands dirty, or they get to go to the gym at like lunchtime for like an hour and a half and they can come back and get all their work done at their desk.
Yeah.
To us, that's a fucking pogue.
Yeah, that's what my second unit was.
Yeah.
That's what I did for my second unit.
And for some reason, those people were like the ones that gave us the most fucking trouble because they just didn't give a fuck about who we were.
Pencil pushers, man.
Dog, yeah. I don't know. Can you explain this to me? Maybe this is just fucking me. But and if anyone listens to this, also bring it up in like the comments or something, or hit us up on social media. Why is it that no matter where you go, finance sucks every single fucking time?
Did you see the new Spider-Man? You didn't see the new animated one?
Yes.
You know how he talks about canon events?
Mm-hmm.
Finance, DTS, admin, across every universe, they are shit. I'm pretty sure if my admin friends, I seriously doubt they're listening to this, but if they are, I love you. Don't hate me.
Yeah, if we know
in every universe, admin in every conceivable reality, S1 is dog shit.
I don't understand the culture of the admin position and why you just have to be surrounded by fucking dumbasses.
I wouldn't say they're all dumbasses, but they're definitely in on the joke.
Something. It's got to be like the biggest fucking joke in military history.
Like the amount of S1 people or admin people that I'm friends with, they post memes like it's like that group of like people looking back at the camera in disgust at the house party. And it's like S1 when you come in at 10 a.m. and ask them to do their jobs 15 minutes before they're about to get off. Even they're in on the joke.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like if you join the military and you get put into an admin position, the first briefing you ever fucking get that no one knows you get is that, hey, listen, so this is how your job's going to go. You're going to come in. You're going to actually do your job. But if anyone who isn't admin asks you about something that pertains to your job, you have to play fucking stupid. Go have fun.
I swear that the OIC or the staff NCO has got to be like, hey, this job sucks. You got to make your own fun.
Yeah, make fun. The problem is that your fun hurts us a lot.
When I was trying to do my SkillBridge program, there was it was such bad timing because I made sure you learned real quick, don't fuck with admin.
Oh, yeah, you don't
fuck
with
if you make enemies in admin, they'll get theirs.
That's the thing, is like, as frustrating or as frustrated as you get with them, that I feel like that's the other part of the joke.
You have to build a rapport.
You have to at least have them not hate you, because if they hate you, your shit's not getting done.
It'll get done.
It's just going to take fucking forever.
Eons.
Yeah.
And I was boys with just about everyone in my admin shop in my second unit, and the timing, bro. They got one of those, and I know you know the type. They got one of those, well, back in my old unit, corporals.
I hate that so much.
I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. And this dude he would red pen my SkillBridge package, give it back to me. I'd be like, okay, cool, I'll make the changes. Give it to him. He'd find more changes for me to make. I'm like, don't you kind of mess with my Zen thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is time sensitive, and then he'd give it to the staff sergeant, and the staff sergeant would, I knew the staff sergeant, and he was like, well, why didn't you tell Sergeant Henthorn about this? He needs to change that. Like, why didn't you tell him about that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, finally the staff sergeant saw it, and so I'll take it back, and then he won't show it to the staff sergeant until I fix this, and it's like, you couldn't have given me these changes up front, brother.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's like, my thing is like, I don't understand the dudes that'll look at something and be like, oh yeah, this is wrong, give it back to you. And then you keep giving it to them and they're like, well, this is wrong, this is wrong. It's like, how about we use our brain cells here and you look over everything first, highlight the wrong things so I can do it once. That was my biggest pet peeve anytime I had to deal with admin, because we're playing email tag. And as for something that should literally only take you 30 to 45 minutes to maybe complete, now expands into like 3 fucking days. Because then you're playing email tag, and then that email tag has to correspond to if they're going to be at their fucking desk or not. So you may fix something, send it to them, and then you won't get it back until the next day, because they've either gone to the gym, or they've taken an early day, or they're just not there.
Man.
And it just also, if if you're an admin, don't add us, okay? We understand. I know.
They know.
We understand you guys have a lot to fucking deal with.
No.
But there are some of you.
It's all poking fun.
It's all poking fun. But there are some of you that you don't understand that you have the fury of an entire, like, squadron.
Could you imagine if a sadist joined the Marine Corps and then decided to go admin?
If a sadist has joined the Marine Corps?
Fuck.
I was about to say, think of that. Think
Isn't that
about
one of
that
the
for a
requirements?
second.
Like, other MOSs need a GED or like a high school diploma. Like admin, you got to be a
Are
sadist.
you a masochist?
You need a-
Great.
You have to provide
Fill
proof of
that
diagnosis.
out. Fill that out for me.
Fucking sadist.
Sociopathic? Oh,
Perfect. You know who's sociopathic
Hmm.
and who are Marines I will never fuck with?
Hmm.
Motor T.
Oh my God.
Those dudes are so miserable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like they're
Every
in some-
branch.
in some units they're more miserable than grunts, and it's like I'm not gonna add to your bad day.
Every branch has an MOS or a few MOSs where everyone in it is just downright dog shit, tired, and just ready to fucking go.
Ready to fight.
They just want one person to say that one thing. They've been ready to catch bodies since week 1.
Those poor guys, dude. My
Oh,
first
yeah.
unit, it was. Have you ever had like a task in the military? I know you have.
Mhm.
Have you ever had a task where it's ongoing and there's so much shit wrong with your entire kit, like your
Mhm.
entire, like, I guess CMR, that there is actually no hope that you will get it all done by the time this set of gear goes out?
Yep.
And it's just like come in day after day and you scrub like a shiny turd. My
Do your
first unit's
best.
Motor T was like that.
Yeah. Just do your fucking best and hope for God doesn't end your day in like the worst way.
And like I went to my second unit where everything was cushy, like
A well-oiled
nice,
machined.
nice seats. They were the same way. They weren't as miserable, but that the same thing. Like the gear is so outdated.
Mm-hmm.
The gear is so astronomically shit. All
That
the
the-
army hand downs. It's
Yeah.
like you have no hope.
Yeah, the upkeep is impossible to keep up with.
Like even if you had hundreds of people working on this, you can't.
You can't fix
you
it.
Can't fix fundamentally broken. Excuse me.
You can't
equipment
fix
like
shit
this.
that's been broken for years.
Yeah. It made being a radio operator so frustrating because it's like, okay, to get to point A to point B, all you got to do is hop over the bend and jump around the gander yonder. But
Mhm.
you can't do that if there is no gander yonder. Like, okay, so now you have these 2s and 3s and 4 and 5 extra steps you have to take in order to make communications work that shouldn't even be there. It's
Mhm.
taking it's taking a 5-minute task and turning it into a 45-minute task.
So here's my
The
question.
gear alone we get in the Marine Corps does that.
So would you agree that dealing with shit like that makes you a better soldier?
That's the whole shtick. And I'm not a soldier.
Sorry.
I'm kidding. I don't care.
I mean, sorry, a Marine, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it makes you better at your job.
That's the whole.
Or is it just embrace the suck and be miserable together because that's how we're going to make it through this bullshit?
I don't know what it's like in the Army. And I made the joke about not being a soldier. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I can differentiate, but I don't know what it's like in the Army. But I do know in the Marines, the faulty equipment. It's one of those things where no one comes out and says it. I've heard combat veterans say that the faulty equipment and the anger that it provides is a part of what makes Marines so effective.
Oh, yeah. Because
That
you're.
it's a part of the experience is taking like, and again, I don't know if this is true because I don't know what kit Army has to work with. It could be the exact same, but Marines is you take what you got and you kill what you can and you get real mad doing it.
It's been like that forever, though. Like, what is it about the Marine Corps getting shit last?
We're just pissed, man. We're always pissed. Even my second unit, like
Do you
that
think,
had cushy gear, it was still shit.
do you think they do that on purpose just to keep you guys angry?
They have to. They have to.
They're like, World War III's coming up soon. Start timing. We need to start getting the Marines just a little more angry than normal.
Turn up the thermostat 2 degrees.
Get them riled up.
Tell you what, though, those M4s,
I bet they were working.
they were real nice.
Oh yeah.
Like-
There's nothing better than a Marine and his rifle.
Both of my units, I had an M4 for most of my time. Well, when I got attached to grunts, I had an M4. And when I got to my second unit, they're like, you're not attached anymore. You have to buy an M16. I was sad. But both units, I'm trying to remember what I named mine. Like, it's a tradition to name your rifle. Fuck, that's going to keep me up tonight. But
You forgot her name.
I forgot her name.
You bastard.
I know.
You fuck.
But my M4, that thing was my baby. And let me tell you, I was a dookie shot.
I was about to say, you can't shoot worth shit.
Hey. I firmly believe that if the Marine Corps marksmanship program, like the rifle qualification program, was not nearly as dog shit as it was, every Marine would shoot expert.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Okay, there are some lost causes. But how do you take fun and make it unfun? You're shooting rifles for 5 days.
Dude, that's what Marine Corps does. That's how they get the fucking motion started, bro. All the fun that you think you're going to have being made into this fucking devil dog has been sucked out of it because you guys have to be angry all the time for the next fucking conflict.
Gosh.
Because when they go, hey, we need to take this town, that town's going to get took with the fury of 1,000 fucking suns. And that's with UNO. Because those motherfuckers will roll in and destroy everything and then keep it.
I was in, as far as the badges go for like qualifications, you want to talk about blue balls, you want to talk about edging. So there's marksman, call it the pizza box because the trophy looks like a pizza box. You have sharpshooter, which I think is the coolest looking emblem. That's not me hard coping because I was almost always a sharpshooter. Almost always a sharp shooter. Then you have expert. And for some fucking reason, the people that shoot expert, it's like breathing to them. But my lot in my Marine Corps career was that I would always shoot sharpshooter and then expert, and then sharpshooter and then expert. And what's really shitty about that is if you shoot expert twice in a row, you get to skip a year. And I did 8. So that means if I had gotten expert, skipped a year, expert, skipped a year, like I could have, I think they call it peck, starts with a P. Like you shot sharpshooter, or excuse me, expert twice in a row, cool, you're good for next year. But no, just one then the other, one then the other, one then the other. So every fucking year, my dumbass had to go to the fucking rifle range. What is this life? It's like
It's amazing.
It's like the simulation knows that I hate rifle ranges. I still have dreams where I wake up and I'm like, gotta go to the rifle range. Gotta wake up at 3 a.m.
3 a.m? You guys shot rifles at 3 a.m.?
Dog. Let me tell you.
I don't know why I'm sounding surprised. I should have known that. But at the same
3
time.
is generous. You wake up at 2:30 in the morning to get transpo at 3:30 in the morning to show up at 4:30 in the morning to start shooting at 6 a.m.
Let's fucking go.
Now, you got to get your rifle drawn. You got to get on the 7-ton, get all your gear. You got to get all the way over there. It could be 45 minutes away. And then you show up. Forgive me, you're not shooting at 6. They take a roll call at 6. They start shooting a little bit after 8. If there's, let's be nice. Let's say there's 5 relays. 2 of those are going down to the pits. 3 of those are firing. And then when those 3 relays finish, you switch, and the other 2, they fire. And ideally, you'd be done, I don't know, around 1, 2. No, you still got to clean the pit. You got to do the brass call. You got to, like, talk about why you're shooting so bad. You got to pucker your asshole to make sure you didn't actually breathe the wrong way and get dropped from the range. And, like, the Marine Corps personnel at these ranges, they are told, fuck rank, safety first.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And I understand why that's necessary.
Yeah, you don't want some fucking asshole who's never shot a rifle fucking sweep the entire fucking line.
And most ranges I went to, they be cool about it, where it's like, hey, we will not get in your ass unless you flag someone. But the last rifle range I went to, the power had gotten to these dudes' heads. And they were being complete dicks to everyone. And it was like, if you breathe or think in the wrong direction, dropped.
Mm-hmm.
No second chances. And it's like you're less worried about, slow, steady, squeeze, bang, natural respiratory pause, like slow, steady, squeeze. Like, you're not worried about that kind of stuff. You're more worried about staying in line so these dickheads don't skull fuck you.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at what was next, that's all.
Speaking of which, what is next? I remember what's next. At this new gig.
What new gig?
The job I'm at right now.
Okay.
I walked up to some of the young women there, and I asked them, dearest friend, being a bad bitch.
Oh, here we go.
With like the nails, the clapbacks. I asked them, is this something innate? Are you born with it? Or is it something that could be learned? And the amount of answers I got was startling. There were some that said, you either got it or you don't. There are a few that said through frivolous wasn't the right word, meticulous and difficult training, very few could learn. And there were a few that said, oh yeah, you can absolutely teach it. And to those that said, honey, you either got it or you don't, I asked, so if the only thing I wanted for Christmas this year was to be a bad bitch, am I shit out of luck? And one of my team members, she just kind of and she is she's that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
She's got the nails.
She's queen bee of the facility.
she is queen bee. She's killing it. We love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
She just looks at me like, honey, no, you don't got it. And I'm like, I see. This is my lot in life. But some of the other ones, they were like, yes, it's something that you can learn. It's funny, I've actually started coming into work, and they'll look at me and they'll be like, hey, James. I'm like, yeah, what's up? And they'll be like, you're a bad bitch today. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Well, see, that there's a difference, though. But first off, I have a question. One, do we even have the qualifications, to be a bad bitch? And then two, what are the qualifications of being a bad bitch? Because if you ask anyone who believes themselves to be a bad bitch, they're all going to have different answers. Because trust me, being honest, I have met people who believe they are bad bitches, and I just looked at them and I'm like, you are soggy bread.
Oh my God, Jalen.
At fucking most.
Jesus.
Well, because there's a difference of having confidence in yourself, and then there's a difference between having full on confidence in yourself and then just being outwardly. What's the word I'm looking for? And I've got to pick it very well. Just outwardly and overbearingly, just non-humble about who you believe you are. You are not attached to reality at all. You know what I'm saying? I
think
the best way I can put it is that someone didn't tell you no when you were a child and you think you can pull this off, but Lord have mercy, stop doing it. You know what I mean?
Like borderline delusional,
delusional.
Being
that's the word.
Being a dick about it.
There's confidence, and then there's being delusional. True bad bitches, full-on confidence because you know they're confident because you can watch them and how they carry themselves, how they take care of themselves, their mindset. Are they assholes or are they truly just good people who believe that they are strong and willing to get anything done no matter the obstacle?
So if I wanted to be a bad bitch, I would have to exercise a medium of humility.
I feel like if you are a true bad bitch, you don't need to tell people that you're a fucking bad bitch. I'm just saying. Now, the only reasons why you would probably outward express that you are a bad bitch is someone tries to check your bad bitch card.
It's like, you have to get a card?
Dog, I feel like if there's a card for other things, I'm sure there has to be some kind of identification saying that you are a certified hood classic.
I'm no subject matter expert. I just want what they have.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
want to be them. I want that confidence, bro. No one can tell them shit.
Everyone wants to be a bad bitch,
God,
but
like-
there are only, like they said, there are only a few that got it.
There are no words I could say to you to ruin your day. Like, there's
None.
no words no one could say to you to ruin your day. Like,
That's
I
what I'm
wouldn't go out
fucking-
of my way to ruin your day, but you're just him. You're
Dog,
her.
That's what I'm saying. I
want to be her.
I
Fuck.
have met some true bad bitches who don't take no guff from nobody
Why'd you say it like that?
because I needed to. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I have met some true bad bitches who have been like, just tried to get, like, people try to step on them and they're like, bitch, fuck you. And then they prosper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to me, it's like being a bad bitch doesn't mean that, like, for you to be a bad bitch, you can't just go get your fucking nails did and your hair done and thinking that you're all shit and that. Like, no. Bad bitches got their shit together. And if they don't, they know how to get it together and they're on it.
When you think of the phrase bad bitch,
I think of strong ass women.
what's the first woman that comes to your mind?
That's a good fucking question. Because unless I'm going back in history and giving you like a true bad bitch, it all depends. Are you talking about now or just like anyone?
Really anyone. Who's the first?
Rosa Parks.
Valid.
Rosa fucking Parks. You're telling me you can't be you are not a normal person to sit here and look and tell, and she did it in a respectful way, but tell a police officer go fuck yourself because I want to ride on this bus where I feel comfortable. And to be arrested on it. And then smile the entire fucking time.
Yeah,
That's a bad bitch.
That's pretty badass.
That's a bad bitch.
Okay, what about in a modern sense? I think Prince was a bad bitch.
Prince was fucking, hell yes, Prince was a bad bitch. That man, bad bitch. No one can sit here and tell you they don't like listening to Prince. Not that I've known. Gwen Stefani, bad bitch.
Nicki Minaj?
Bad bitch.
Cardi B?
She's kind of mainstream. No.
No?
Nope. Nicki Minaj did it first.
Very well. I'll take your word for it.
I hate to say that. I'm probably going to catch some flack for that one, but Nicki Minaj did it first. I don't give a shit what you say. Nicki Minaj came first.
Lizzo?
If it wasn't, I
great.
know who Lizzo is. And if it wasn't for the fact that she's caught up in some controversy right now, I would probably say bad bitch. Without the controversy, absolutely. Ooh!
Truth Hurts makes me feel like a bad bitch.
Missy Elliott. Baddest bitch.
Not familiar.
What?
I'll out myself.
Oh my God.
If I out myself, I can learn.
I need to get you some education. Missy Elliott is a bad bitch. Well, I'm serious.
You know so much more than I do.
She's been making music since I was probably like.
I have heard the name.
Yeah,
Don't get it
she's
twisted.
been making music since I was born. She retired, I think, and then came back, and now she's just making straight up fucking bangers and not giving a fuck. She never gave a fuck about how she looked. She did her own creative process. Never let anybody else like tell her how to do it. Missy Elliott is like just Missy Elliott. That's it.
Just a G.
Just a fucking G.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be that. I want to be Missy Elliott. What?
Oh,
I am a generic white dude with brown hair and brown eyes.
I know, and when you look at
I
me,
wanna be a little
when
bit
you
more.
stare me in the eyes and be like, I want to be Missy Elliott, I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ, man. But the thing is, too, is like, again, we're not subject matter experts, so I kind of want to know what the qualifications are for being a fucking bad bitch. Like, the baddest bitch.
We could Google it.
I don't know if we can Google that. We might be able to Google it.
We need to get a subject matter expert on this.
Yes,
on this
we
podcast.
do, dude. We need to find, like a good friend of ours who is just a bad bitch.
Do you think Missy Elliott uses WhatsApp?
I
We can reach out.
definitely don't think so.
Do some correspondence.
Hit up Missy Elliott on Kick.
Who the hell is this South Carolina white boy reaching out to me for?
Who is this Macbeth looking ass motherfucker?
What's
trying
going
to
on with
ask
his
me how to
lip? Did
be
he
a
try to
bad
face
bitch?
fuck a blender? Get this boy away from me.
Oh my god. But no, I think honestly, if you're a real bad bitch, you ain't got to tell nobody that you're a bad bitch. Everyone knows you are. For those who think that you're a bad bitch and you think you got to remind everyone around you every 10 fucking minutes, I hate to break it to you, you're Swiss fucking cheese. You are government cheese. You are on the bottom shelf.
Do you think there's some parallels between alpha males and self-proclaimed bad bitches?
Self-proclaimed bad bitches? Absolutely. It's the same fucking thing.
Like, an alpha male wouldn't need to tell people he's alpha males aren't real. But like,
If you are a man who, if by standards, or not by standards, but by what society tells you you have to be a man, if you are on that level, you don't need to tell anyone you're on that fucking level. If you are that confident in yourself and that skills, and you know that if anything came at you, you would be able to overcome it, either through your mental abilities, your physical abilities, or just sheer fucking will. And that's for women too. They don't tell you.
they don't need to.
They don't need to, because they know that if something were to happen, someone's going to call them because they know they can be relied upon.
I think the phrase they use to steer away from alpha male is high value male and high value female.
I hate that.
And it's like that implies the existence of market value.
Exactly.
And I personally, not to toot my own horn, I like to think I'm market value. Not Wish.com or Walmart brand.
I'd pay $120 for that ass.
I'm just a cheap whore.
I saw you laugh a little bit.
Fuck you. But anyway, the original question was, do you think, in your not subject matter expert opinion,
We are going to make waves with this.
I just want to make people laugh.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Do you think it's something that can be learned, or do you think it's innate?
Ooh.
Because the way that you described it is, it has a lot to do with confidence, and confidence can be learned.
Well, so that would come into the question of if you're born a bad bitch, and no one is born anything. I think there are some people who are on the cusp of bad bitchitude, and they're just
Bad
missing,
bitchitude.
and they're just missing that final piece. And sometimes it takes another bad bitch to show someone that, hey, you're not reaching your full potential. Now, if you ain't got it in you, you ain't got it fucking in you. You can be tough. Doesn't matter. You still ain't a bad bitch.
I like to think that I, perchance, have that dog in me.
You think you have a chance at being a bad bitch. And I don't know. I can't say that for you.
I want to be her.
Do I think I'm a bad bitch? Absolutely not. I think I'm just
I know I'm not.
I'm just trying to make my way in life without taking someone's life, because at this point people are trying me.
Okay, that got dark.
I'm just saying.
I'm going to pump the brakes on that one and ask you one of the two follow-up questions I had to this. That are actually pretty good. I forgot I had them. If you were gender swapped, what stereotype do you think you'd be?
Give me an example.
Like, do you think you'd be like a horse girl, or like I think my friend, I think she called them art hoes. Witchy women. Do you think you'd be like a
I
a
understand.
slut? Do you think you'd be a bookworm? Do you think you'd be like the rise and grind? Like,
I don't think I'd be stacking bodies. I think I would have my run around like any normal human being. So I don't think I'd be in that stereotype. Me personally, I think I would probably be one of those outdoorsy tomboys.
Think so?
Yeah. Listens to fucking metal. Can listen to other shit too. I can be the homie with just about anybody, fit in anywhere, and just enjoy being outside.
Yeah.
I think I'd fit in that category.
Very well. That's a good answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be a Twitch thought. Hands down.
With those lips, absolutely.
I'd be a Twitch thought or a OnlyFans model.
Oh my God.
You say what you want. I make bank. And if I was that stereotype, I'd be chasing the paper.
Listen, like I said, I have no qualms or anything about how people
I'm about to show up on your Instagram, bro.
get their fucking money. Jesus Christ. You'd at least have feet. You'd be a foot model. I can see it.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? You don't think I'd be a hot girl?
I didn't say that.
Why would my feet be my strength?
I don't know. You just look like someone who would probably benefit more from just showing your toes.
Excuse you?
You'd have those. I don't even know how to go about this. I don't. I'm just going to stop.
If I was a girl, would you date me?
Mm.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. Like, honestly, probably, because our
That's
personality.
fun.
No, our
Oh, you would?
personalities are so fucking dope.
If you were a girl, I wouldn't date you.
Why? I want to know why.
I don't know. I just wanted to rage you.
You're an asshole.
If
Now your chances, fucking none.
no, don't
You
say
got
that
no
to me.
fucking chances.
Don't say that to me.
Nope. No one strike. You're done. You're out. No more.
I think if you're a girl, don't look at me like that, bro.
What you gotta say?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably what?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That I would be your type?
I don't know about my type.
Wow.
I have a type. Well, if I was gender swapped, I don't know what my type would be.
I know you have a type.
Yes.
I know what your type is.
What's my type?
There's a living example in your living room.
This is true. That'd be it. Do you think if you were gender swapped, your type would change? Because it's still your brain. Well,
I don't know. Because even if it is still my brain, that doesn't mean that men and women, the qualities are exactly the same way, I would say.
That's interesting.
Because looking at it in a woman's perspective, I can see why it's hard to try and find someone to like be with. Because we are fucking dumb. We are lucky we have partners who love us for who we are.
Yeah, I'm pretty stupid.
And it's not getting any better.
The other day, I was grabbing some product, and I pulled off a water hose from the shelf. And I was taking it to its transfer box, and I went all the way over to where Michaela was. And I picked up this water hose. I looked her dead in the eye and said, "Hey, Michaela, I got the hose."
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Yes. I'm dumb.
I can't remember. There was something I fucking said to Caroline the other day, and it was fucked up. And I got her to laugh with it, and I looked at her. I was like, I don't understand how you fucking deal with it, man. But thank you.
Yeah, but thank you. That is the experience right there.
Because
I don't know how, but
yeah.
thank you.
And she looks at me and she's like, "What? I like who you are." And I'm just like, "Oh God, I thank God every day."
But why?
Yeah, I looked at her. I was like, I don't know why, but fuck it. I'm not gonna ask any more questions.
Okay, the other question. If you woke up gender swapped tomorrow and you let the homies hit, would it be gay? It's still your brain. You're just a feminine presenting version of yourself.
Here's the question. It's 2024. What is gay? What is gay?
Don't try and change the subject.
I'm being serious.
If you woke up tomorrow and you had a feminine body and you let me hit, is that gay? Because it's still you in there. It's still your brain.
Here's the question, though, because, like, the stipulation to this, would you be changing back to your original form, or is this just who you are now?
You don't know.
If you don't change back, probably not. No, I don't think so.
But if you do change back, then it's gay as shit.
I don't know, man. That is a hard fucking question. You know how to pick questions that are just morally and intellectually impossible to fucking answer. you have that fucking annoying aspect about you that you give me questions that I don't even know how to even start thinking about or even you fucking suck.
Okay, so how about this? I'll ambush you even harder.
Oh, great.
If our significant others were not in the picture,
Mm-hmm.
and you woke up tomorrow as a woman, would you let me hit?
Oh my God, no,
No?
probably not.
Dog.
If I came over here and I knocked on your door and you saw a woman standing there instead of me, and you were like, "Who the fuck are you?" and I'm like, "James, it's me,"
Help me.
and you go, "Really?" and I'm like, and I prove to you it's me, and you look at me and you go, "So you gonna let me hit that ass?" I'm gonna look at you and punch you dead in your fucking
I
mouth.
would not do. I would romance you. I would woo. Oh, come on. I wouldn't be like, oh, like, you gonna let
James.
me hit or what? I'm a gentleman.
You are a gentleman.
I would court you.
Here's the
Get you
problem.
flower. You really think that little of me?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. I understand it, but the fact that you said I would romance you makes me want to punch you in the mouth even more.
Why?
I am the homie. And
Okay.
so here's the question.
It wouldn't be my
Here's-
main objective
Here's
if it
the
happened
fucking-
naturally.
Here's the real question. If I showed up at your door as a woman, how long is it going to take you to start thinking, man, I should probably try and get with my homie? How long would your brain,
The thought would not happen like that.
I'm just saying, how long would it like spark in your brain like,
Bro, be looking kind of good.
bro be looking kind of juicy? How long do you think it would fucking take you
To have the thought or to enact on it?
to enact on it?
I probably wouldn't.
After all that, after everything you just gave me,
Well, I
that's
mean-
your answer?
My wife was my best friend, and I told myself that if it was going to happen, it was going to happen naturally by both of us, and that's just kind of how I handled it. And if she was not in the picture and you were a woman, that's probably how it would go.
That's a good answer. That's a good fucking solid answer. I'd probably be the same.
Yeah.
But also, I'm so fucking oblivious when it comes to the opposite sex that I probably wouldn't even notice. You just be a homie.
You're telling me you wouldn't notice that I had boobs?
No, it's not that. I'm not saying that. I just don't think.
Oh,
I would,
if I did show interest in you, you wouldn't notice.
I probably wouldn't even fucking pick it up.
Okay, that's fine. I could do all the work for us.
Oh my god, this episode's wild.
Okay,
That was a fun question.
that was fun.
That was a fun fucking question. You're an idiot.
It's your favorite time of the podcast.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? You're telling me it's that time?
Yep.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the fucking podcast. Grab your water apparati because it is time to I used a different voice effect, and I bet it was so fucking annoying. Please make sure you're turning your volume down when I do that.
Okay,
But
it's a little late to tell them after you just, raw dog their eardrums. And you're doing an awful lot of not drinking water right now.
because I am talking. Fucking
Oh, that almost went down the wrong hole.
Anyways, make sure you're drinking water, hydrate respectively, please. If you're doing a lot of work, you gotta be replacing the water that you're losing. If you think you don't lose water when you're sitting down at your computer, you're an idiot. Just drink water.
Hey, man, be nice.
No. Who said we had to be nice here?
That's fair.
All right.
Also, at the same time, we do hydration time. We do military resource time.
Oh, do we have one this time?
We do.
Hell yeah.
And it's not quite for vets or would-be service members. It's for the partners of would-be service members.
Hey, partners are in it too.
Partners are valid.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that if you are active duty, I think it's a thing for veterans, there is something called Military One Source for spouses.
Oh, yeah, the one source. Shit,
Where
I forgot about
If
that.
you are married to a service member, or if you're a vet, and the words, if you're a vet or active duty and you have a spouse who is constantly moving with you and they're looking for employment, they can go to Military One Source, and there are directories and locators that can help you find gigs to help bring in extra income.
Nice. That's dope. I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
mean, I do remember the One Source because they would remind us almost every single month. But
Yeah, a lot of when you go into the PX, a lot of the men and women that work there are spouses.
I did know that. I figured it was just something that they could do because they were on the base anyways. But yeah, no, that's a good one. I forgot about the One Source.
Yeah, that's something. It's called Military One Source.
Hell
if
yeah.
you Google it, it's pretty easy to navigate. You can find some really good resources on there.
I think One Source also offers help with like financial stability for families as well. So they have outlets where you can talk to somebody who can help you come up with budgets and teach you how to budget and work finances.
Navy Fed is really big on that.
Yep. Yeah, they are. I think USAA is too.
Yeah. So,
USAA. Sorry.
if you thought the other talking points were wild,
Oh, here we go.
you're about to get ambushed.
It's not an ambush if you tell me about it.
Oh, you're not going to expect this. So, our next talking point, or really it's a question, or a choice you have to make. Would you rather take 10 dicks, or one time? I said it wrong. Hold on, my brain's having an episode. Would you rather suck one dick 10 times, or 10 dicks one time? And if you refuse to answer, you get both. There are 9 naked cowboys waiting in the living room right now.
Why did you do this? What is your answer?
Do you want to know my answer?
Yeah, I bet you take 10 separate times, don't you?
I would suck 10 separate ones.
Oh my God.
Listen, man, you never know when you're going to have to give some good head to a homie in need. If you practice on 10 different people, you can fine-tune your craft.
I really hope my parents don't listen to this fucking podcast.
Why not?
I don't know.
Are they sex positive? I don't have parents, so I don't have to worry about that.
You give me reasons to never remind them that I do a podcast in the first place.
You don't think they find this funny?
Probably not.
I've never met your mom, but your dad seems like a funny-ass guy.
My dad would laugh, but he would feel very nervous because we've already got Bucky, and I don't think my dad can handle another son coming to him and saying, "Hey, I'm gay."
You're not gay.
And I don't mean that in a
I'm not
terrible
saying
way.
anything wrong with being gay.
No,
but you're
I'm just
not.
saying. But like,
You would have figured it out by now if you were.
he's very old school, not like toxic in any way. He's a great man, but he's very old school, and so conversations like this kind of make him nervous. So I don't know how he would honestly take it. He'd probably laugh, but it'd be a very nervous laugh.
Answer the question.
I'd probably do it once 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 times.
Well, I mean, you'd get really good at it, so it'd be faster. It'd just
Exactly.
Be a lot of macros, a lot of protein.
Handful of almonds. You never heard that?
No, I haven't.
Apparently, the average amount of sperm has the same amount of protein as a handful of almonds.
Oh, man, you get so much protein then.
Gains, baby. Gains.
I don't know. I'd rather do 10 different ones so that I can get really good at it. That way, if, your boy's having a bad day and he's like, bro, I'm having a terrible day.
No.
And I'm just like, dog, I got you. Lean back. I'll take care of you.
Don't. You said lean back. No.
Let me put my hair up.
You wear that man. That's why you wear the fucking man bun. You're ready. You're fucking ready all the goddamn time.
Just say the word, brother.
Oh my god. No, I'm good. Thank you. I'm fine. You've got the
all
triple lip going on though. I bet that would be beneficial.
Yeah, they called me the Dyson ball vacuum on chip. The blowjob bandit, if you would.
Revolutionized Ziploc bag.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, it'd be 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay? You seem flustered.
That was just fucking. I didn't expect that. You were right.
Okay.
I should have expected it, to be honest.
Well, I didn't expect you to give me an answer that quick. I thought I was going to have to pull teeth.
Homie, it's us. Listen, man, if you're...
I don't know. Island 1 and Island 2, you got a little trepidatious.
What do you mean?
You got a little nervous.
Well, that was the first time. After
There's
the
always
second
a first time.
Yeah, exactly. The first time's always going to be, a little bumpy. After
Yeah.
that, it's just smooth sailing from there. You just learn. But at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like I had to remind myself, this is the same type of conversations you would have with the homies working on a fucking aircraft because everyone's in fucking shit at the same time. You have to entertain yourself.
Very well. We're going to go into our last talking point of the day.
All right.
And that is, you and I are dropped into a Hunger Games style situation,
Oh, here we go.
right? Who wins, and do you think you'd be able to bring yourself to kill me? Winner gets infinite Texas Roadhouse breadsticks for life.
So here's the question. Why do I have to kill you? Why can't we team up?
Well, it's just me versus you.
That's lame.
It's what's on the thing.
I'm just saying. But here's my counterpoint. If it's just me and you, we could still win this and not have to kill each other.
But if we did have to kill each other, that was the whole prompt.
That's a hard question. That's a very hard question because I know you as a person, you have a lot of anger.
Yes.
I too have a lot of anger, and I don't like showing it. But in a survival situation, I honestly don't know what I would do, to be honest. Like, I don't know if I have that dog in me or not.
I don't think I'd be able to kill you.
You don't think so?
No. I'd be like, if I do, probably wouldn't recover from it.
I think that's the general choice on both sides. Like, if
Okay.
I had to, I don't think I would ever be able to live with myself.
Yeah. Okay, that got significantly darker than I meant it to.
Yeah. So
Um,
here's my question. Hunger Game situation. It's not just me and you.
Okay.
Do you think we could win?
Dude. The people that get dropped into that, there's only a couple districts that are they're trained from birth, and even then, we don't know how good their training is. Most every other district, they don't have training; they just get picked at random.
So you think we have high chances?
I think we'd have very high chances.
I think so too, but I don't think it would be as easy as you think it would be.
I didn't say it'd be easy.
Yeah, because you got to think about all the extra bullshit that they like to pull in that situation.
Yeah, the dogs. Ugh.
Oh, that was the first thing I thought of, and the bees.
The bees, not
The
the bees, not the bees.
The bees.
I think we'd have a pretty good chance.
I
think
think
we know a lot of stupid things not to do.
Yeah, I think we would make it. I don't think we would come out the same. I think one of us might lose a limb.
I mean, you would have to kill younglings in order to make it out.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're already in that time period where shit like that is normal, I don't think it would be hard. I mean, it would. Well, I don't. Let me. Don't. I,
You
it
think
would
it'd be hard?
It would be fucking hard to do so. Actually, if anything, that would probably be the thing that got me killed. I don't think I could kill a kid.
No.
Now, if he tried killing me, absolutely, motherfucker's gonna get
Catch
mollywopped.
fades.
Dude's gonna get mollywopped. But if he didn't want to be there, that'd be fucking hard.
Yeah.
I would probably die protecting a child. I feel like that's how I would go out.
I mean, in the movies, you have these arrogant pricks
Mm-hmm.
who join up and they're reckless because of it. They consolidate their resources in one area.
Literally, honestly, to tell you the truth, those would be the first ones I focus on.
Yeah, same.
The arrogant ones. Because it's just I know, don't get me wrong, I've never seen a day in combat in my life. I know how to fight. And I know that if you're arrogant and you're cocky, I know how to manipulate you.
Do you think you'd run towards the center, towards all the gear?
Absolutely not.
You don't think so?
Nope. Mm-mm. Because that's where everyone's going to go.
Cornucopia, I think it's called.
That's where everyone is going to go. Here's a question.
I can't say the same.
Here's a question. If you were dropped into a Hunger Games thing, what would be the weapon of choice?
Crowbar.
A crowbar?
Yes.
Why a crowbar?
Because blades can get stuck. Crowbar has utility. You can use it you can do a lot of damage without swinging it very hard. if you don't want to kill them, if you want to maim them and then get information out of, it'd be a lot easier to do it with that than like machete. Accidentally like hit someone so bad that they lose permanent function. It doesn't take as much finesse as like a spear. I'm not good with spears. I don't know how to use a spear or a bow and arrow. Crowbar though. Gordon Freeman could do it. Old boy Lippy could do it.
Old boy Lippy.
It's got functionality. It's got blunt force. It's got a heavy weight. You can use it to block.
I get
You
it.
can even use it to break.
I understand. I feel like I'd probably do something like in a similar aspect, but something like sort of like a mace or a multi-tool. You know what I'm saying? Like something that I can swing like a fucking baseball bat, but it's got an ass on it to where I will knock your fucking block off. Because like,
I'd be afraid of spears because of the range.
well, that's the thing though.
It'd
Because
be
like,
way too easy to get a lucky hit with a spear.
I don't know, because that's the thing. Like with spears, like yeah, they have reach, but if you get within that reach, it's very hard to use them. But at the same time, like I said, I'm not a spearman. I've never really functioned with a spear. Probably there's somebody out there who could probably argue that better than I could. But I feel like if you get away from the pointy end and you get close enough to where they can't really use the full length of that fucking thing without having to shorten their grip, and then at that point you've just got a long ass just dangling back there. You can't do that. So that, and if you snap it, well, the only other aspect that they could use it for is if they snapped it in half, and now you got two weapons. You got a sharp object and a blunt object.
Yeah.
But then you got to be good at using it. Whereas, as if I have my chrome baseball bat or my chrome stick with a spiked end on it, I can swing for the fucking fences, Merrill, any day. I can go for legs. I can go for toes. Ooh, crushed toes.
Yummy. Tasty even.
You can sit here and try and block me with it. I'll crush your fucking arm with it. Yeah.
You can do the same thing with a crowbar, but it'd be less likely to dent.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like, if you use a crowbar, then you've got to really only focus. You've only got blunt force trauma to work with.
You could stab with it.
Yeah, but then it gets stuck.
Hook with it.
Crowbars can get stuck too.
Well, that's if you try to.
And I don't know if
Lacerate.
you've seen the crowbar, the hook on a crowbar. That thing is deep, so you've got to like work it out of there. You got to know what you're doing with it.
I played Half-Life 1 for like 20 minutes once. I think I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Cool, great. But like, yeah, I would probably take a blunt force object with spikes on it any day, short spikes, so they don't get stuck.
Yeah.
I'd be tearing faces off. Fucking Babe Ruth, knock your fucking head in the next Tuesday.
The Andrew Clemente. Just do.
All right. Well, I think that was the last thing on there. How about this? If you follow us on social media, we're going to probably plan on like posting a little clip from one of these, or a clip from the episode. If you want to have any interaction with us, why don't you leave a comment on your answers to some of these questions? I feel like that'd be real fun.
That'd be a good idea.
That'd be a real fun one.
Also, if you're thinking about joining and you want answers about what the experience is like from two people who will not lie to you,
There you go.
ask us.
Yep.
We will give it to you straight.
I will be posting on social media some of the stuff that I've been interested in lately, like some books that I want to read or that I've been reading, podcasts I've been listening to. If you like the form of entertainment in the form of a podcast, I've got so many I can direct you to, and it's not all military. It's not. I found another podcast that talks about cryptids and weird ass fucking phenomena over time, like over history. That has been real good. It's ran by like three brothers. They're really good, real fun. Yeah, I'll start posting some of that stuff on Instagram. But yeah, if you want to interact with us on Instagram. If you like the episode, give us a like on here. Every like on these episodes helps us grow. It helps us expand. We haven't really been focused on that portion, rather more of just getting content out there. But as we further go along, it would help us if you gave us a little bit of interaction, let us know how we're doing. Give us some feedback. We would love to take some criticism. If you let us know if there's anything you want to see, want to hear, give us all the information. We love information. We're sponges. We soak it up and we try to execute in the best of our ability. And we would love to hear from you guys. So let us know how we're doing. Give us a like, give us a comment, help us out with the algorithm gods. It would help. It would help us go a long way.
Yep. And the last little bit of advice I have for the day is for those of you who are actively serving, something I kind of wish that I had really taken into consideration while I was in was the environment around you is not the culture you have to become, especially if it's toxic. But thank you everybody for listening and hanging out with us. We'll have more of this trash up on TikTok and Instagram here soon. But yeah, other than that, CSMO.
Yeah, we love you guys. Thank you so much for giving us a listen. Peace out.
Time to make like a baby and head out. Make like a lesbian and lickety split.
We're done.
Yeah.